On Saturday at Shinnecock Hills, only 2 players in the entire field shot under par: Scottie Scheffler and Emiliano Grillo. That is it. Out of 72 players who made the cut at the 2026 USA Open, 68 of them played the hardest course on the calendar and lost ground to par on a day defined by 40 miles per hour gusts and greens that the USGA had deliberately firmed up. Drop a comment telling us where you are watching from and subscribe now. We break down golf equipment using actual data from multiple independent sources. And if you want the complete guide to buying the right equipment before you spend another $1 at the pro shop, the link to our ebook is in the description. Here is what most golf commentary will not tell you about why that round happened and what it actually means for your equipment. The wind exposed every wrong spin profile in the field. Sustained winds in the 12 to 24 mile per hour range with gusts past 40 hit Shinnecock Hills on Thursday. By Saturday's third round, conditions had not eased, the greens had firmed up, and players were struggling to hit putts from outside 4 feet because increased green speeds combined with morning wind had dried the surfaces out and reduced friction. Even Scottie Scheffler, the eventual runner-up, opened his third round with back-to-back bogeys before fighting back to shoot 1 under. World number 1, major champion. Still bogeyed the first 2 holes of moving day because the conditions punished any mismatch between ball flight and wind. This is the exact principle that determines whether your golf ball is working for you or against you on a windy day at your home course. A high spin ball in heavy wind balloons. It climbs too steeply, gets caught by the gusts, and loses both distance and accuracy. A low spin ball penetrates through wind more efficiently. Tour players carry multiple ball options and adjust based on conditions. Most amateurs play the same ball in 40 mile per hour gusts that they play on a calm Tuesday morning round and wonder why their normally reliable 7-iron suddenly comes up 15 yards short. Wyndham Clark's round showed what correct equipment actually looks like under pressure. Clark built a 6-shot lead through 54 holes by doing something specific and repeatable, not hitting it perfectly, but scrambling at an elite level when his irons missed. He was 7 for 9 in scrambling in the third round alone and 13 of 17 for the championship. At the par 4 13th, he sprayed his drive into the right fescue, found the bunker, then drained a 14-foot par putt. That sequence repeated itself on holes 10 and 11 as well. What made that scrambling possible was short game equipment that could actually generate spin and control distance from bad lies and heavy rough. The kind of urethane cover short game performance that separates a ball built for tour level spin from a ball that simply cannot check on firm fast Shinnecock greens. An amateur golfer playing an ionomer covered distance ball in the same rough conditions does not have that scrambling option. The ball physically cannot generate the spin needed to stop quickly on a firm green from 60 yards. Clark's round was not won by ball striking. It was won by recovery, and recovery requires the right equipment in your hands when your swing misses. The fescue rough punished the same mistake most amateurs make every round. Sky Sports confirmed that throughout the week, social media filled with footage of players and fans dropping golf balls into the fescue rough that sits only around 5 yards in from the edge of the first cut at Shinnecock. The fairways are wider than they were in 2018, but any mishit into that fescue was severely punished regardless of how good the player was. This mirrors a mistake amateur golfers make constantly without realizing the equipment dimension of it. A driver built for a swing speed faster than yours produces exactly the kind of inconsistent dispersion that finds rough more often. Low-spin compact-head tour drivers are designed to reward already elite ball striking, and they punish off-center hits far more severely than a forgiving high MOI driver would. When the pros found Shinnecock's fescue this week, even their short irons and wedges struggled to escape cleanly. An amateur golfer who already finds the rough more often because of an ill-fitted driver, then has to escape with a wedge that cannot generate spin from heavy grass, is compounding one equipment mismatch on top of another every single hole. Only 3 players in history have finished under par at Shinnecock. That number is not about talent. Just 3 players in 5 previous US Opens at Shinnecock Hills have finished a full 72 holes under par, and none lower than 4 under. This is one of the most data-rich facts in major championship golf, because the field at every US Open includes the best ball strikers on the planet. If talent alone determined scoring, more of them would break par far more often. What separates the players who handle Shinnecock from the players who do not is largely about matching equipment and shot selection to the specific demands of the golf course, wind management off the tee, spin control on approach, and short game performance from thick rough on firm greens. Those are precisely the categories where amateur equipment mismatches cost the most strokes, because amateurs rarely have access to the kind of club and ball fitting that PGA Tour players use to optimize every variable before a single round is played. What this means for your bag. The USGA dialed back green speeds from 11.5 and 12 on the Stimpmeter to the mid-10s specifically to keep the course playable in the wind. They are managing variables constantly to keep scoring fair. Most amateur golfers manage 0 variables. Same ball, same driver, same wedges, regardless of wind, regardless of course conditions, regardless of how firm the greens are that day. The pros who survived Shinnecock's brutal 3rd round did it with equipment correctly matched to conditions and a short game that could recover from trouble. That is not talent alone. It is preparation that starts with the right gear in the bag before the round ever begins. What is in your bag right now? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe. We follow the data, not the headlines.